Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my first look series on Reign of Kings. This is episode 3, and I want to remind you all, if you comment, you have a chance to win your very own copy from the developers. And, well, they gave it to me, so technically it's a gift from them, and then I'm gifting it to you, so it's a double gift or a re-gifted gift? I don't know. However you'd like to say it, however you'd like to take it as you will. Anyway, all you have to do is comment, and I will choose someone at random. I will RNG it up with an actual random number generator, and do just that. Now, there's a few things that have happened since the last episode. I've actually spent several hours this morning getting to the point where I feel comfortable logging out. I'm still not 100% comfortable, but I'm pretty comfortable with logging out at this point. Just so you guys know, last night I tried to continue doing stuff and getting things to work and everything else, and the unfortunate reality was that two wonderful fellows decided to come roll up on me and start trying to fight me. Now, that normally wouldn't be so bad, except the fact that I am still, as I'm sure you're about to find out, running around naked, and I don't really have a lot of high-tech weapons right now. I'm still running around with like a wooden club that I crafted. That's not the driftwood club anymore, but it's still not amazing. They were running around with, one dude had like full plate mail on, and the other guy I think had a combination of like iron equipment and probably some leather still. Long story short, they came over, they started shooting at me with a crossbow while the other dude sat back and was like, ha 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 ha, I'm going to shoot you, aha, or I'm going to watch while my friend shoots you, da ha ha. I'm like, alright dude, what the heck? So after dodging a couple shots, he kept shooting. I just ran up on him and I started clubbing his face. And then he switched to this big two-handed weapon, so I backed up. Then he came at me and I parried. So basically I was beating the living crap out of the guy. Then the other dude's like, oh gosh, you're losing, let me help. So he came over, he started fighting. So then I'm fighting two guys and I'm juking him, jiving. It was funny too, because the guy in the back with full plate mail, he had like a big two-handed axe. He started smacking his own guy with it, totally unintentionally, I would assume. And yeah, it wasn't going well for them. It wasn't going well for me either because I was naked. I did get hit a couple times. Ran away, bandaged up a little bit, kind of danced around my little base that you guys saw me starting to build. Well, right as we were getting into the thick of it, as there was more and more combat going on and we were doing more and more battlation with one another, the server locked up and crashed on me, and I figured I was dead. I was pretty mopey and gloomy. I was about to scrap the entire project when I decided today, I'll go see if any of my stuff is still left, if anything is salvageable. We'll see. We'll make it work with whatever we have. Well, as it turned out, it crashed the server for everybody, not just me. So, that being said, I'm actually in a really good position. I came back, and I got to go about an hour unmolested, and I got my base more or less built up. Then they did respawn when I was about 65% through making my base. Also, originally, my gate was out here, but unfortunately you can only conquer a certain area. So my gate was about here, maybe like here or something. You have an item that you place, and the item actually gives you an area of effect that you can build within, that you control the land. If you build outside of that area... Hold on, I have a hard time with the gate, guys. I don't know what's going on with it. There it goes. If you build outside of that area, you're going to run into issues. And I will show you right now. You see this blue outline over here around the gate? I am just inside my little border here that I have conquered. And I have named my guild, Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. So, there it is. There it is. The Yes, my lord guild. Have at it. Alright, and I suppose that's where it should be. But, I don't know, I was trying to build this out nice style, and it doesn't seem to be working. I was hoping to get it all perfectly, like on the corners I have the little raised up areas, the crenellations or whatever they're called. But it's not working out exactly the way I wanted. Like here it's perfect, it's like boom, boom. It's absolutely perfect. But I think when you go into like double turns, that's when you start getting into issues. So all the double turn things are going to be problematic because you can't really do a double turn. Like here, this one's fine. Oop, sorry folks, there we go. Ah, a little game lag there. Like this one's fine. Like you can throw the one right there and that's totally, perfectly fine. However, it's out of sync. Like, we need it to be one shorter or something along those lines, which I suppose I could fix it. I don't know how ridiculously persnickety I want to be about this. I may readjust it as we go. Anyhow, before we continue on with my readjustment and everything else, I wanted to show you guys my little crafting ramp up here. I plan to put my Fletcher or something at the top of this. And the reason this is here is you have to craft a crest. Once you craft the crest, you then capture the area around the crest within a certain distance. I originally threw my crest way back here, but then my base would have basically ended right past this rock, and I'm like, no. So I threw the crest here, and it goes all the way to the gate, and it covers beyond the back side of my wall over here. So it's sweet, sweet nice. Unfortunately, I went to make the jump there, and a little bit of a lag spike, and I didn't make the jump. We'll try it again. Hopefully I don't lag this time. There it is. Alright, so let's take a look behind the base, and there it is. We're like one extra square out beyond what we need to be, so that's good. It's sweet, sweet nice style, and I will definitely take it. So, what else have I done? Well, I've upgraded this all the way up to a tinker, and it can no longer be upgraded, which is nice. I have built myself an anvil, which is, it's okay. I've upgraded it to a bellows, and it looks like I can continue to upgrade it beyond the point it's at. We already knew about the hearth being upgraded. I built a chest with a lock in it. Let's get rid of that thing. There we go. A chest with a lock on it so people can't just run up and steal my stuff if they do somehow manage to get inside my wall. I also went around and I harvested a whole bunch of stone, as you see there. And it took like 15,000 wood to build all of this, by the way, just so you guys know. It was not a cheap process or a slow one. So I spent a lot of time building this bad boy up. However, I think it's well worth it in the end. I also figured out a couple new things that I don't know if I showed you guys yet. You know you can right click to separate out a thing, right? But if you right click and you drag to the right or to the left, you can actually select how much you want that way as well. Which I think is pretty darn cool. There we go. So bam, just like that, 130, that'll give me 13. It's all burning up, and we have some steaks now available to us, which is going to be sweet, sweet, nice style, and I like it a lot. I've upgraded my woodcutter's axe and my pickaxe to iron variety. So that is what I did on the anvil over here. So I've done some stuff. I don't think I did too much off camera that you guys would be like, oh my gosh. I had to get this handled before bad stuff happened. And, well, bad stuff had already happened, but I got things handled anyway. And I am still here, and, well, stuff's looking pretty good. Stuff is looking pretty good. So, we have a lot left to do. We are by no stretch of the imagination even close to being done just yet. But it simply is what it is. Alright, so what did I want to do at this point? I wanted to build up a few things before we break off and do other various things. I think I'm going to build a sharp rock. I don't know if I want to build a sharp rock. That seems real dangerous. Basically, you have an orifice slot on your toolbar, or your hotbar, or whatever you want to call it, which basically means you're shoving stuff up your rear end, which is probably pretty unpleasant. You can do that with a sharp rock, which sounds very unsafe, or lockpicks, which also seems equally unsafe to store inside your orifice. But if you ever get captured by another player and they're using ropes, you can cut the rope with the sharp rock and run away. Or if they use these manacles, or iron shackles as it were, you can pick it with your lockpick. Alright, so with all that being said and done, I think we could build a few things right now that would actually be pretty good. So I'm thinking something like a wall torch. Wouldn't be terrible. I think possibly building some more of this stuff. I don't want to build a siege works yet. That's a little too ambitious. A well wouldn't be terrible. We could build a well. Let's do that. We'll build a well. I don't think I built the Fletcher thing yet. I did not. We'll build that up too eventually. Not quite yet. We're not there yet. We have to wait until this is done. In addition, I've been considering how I want to build up. Now I can go straight stone slab, which takes actually quite a bit of stuff to do, and then break off and do other various things, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the right call. I honestly don't know. So, we're going to wait for that to finish. The nighttime is coming, so I would like to build some wall torches if we have the materials to do so. And as long as they burn off of like wood or something, it would be good. There is oil somewhere in the game. I have not actually found that yet. I think I know where it's at, but I have never actually gathered any yet. We could also build cobblestone stuff, which cost a lot of stone. I mean, there's a lot of different things we can actually build. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. This actually is going to be the highest quality you can build, but it requires clay and stone slabs, and we have no clay at this moment. So therein lies the problem with that. Alright, I think I'm going to actually put the water away. And I'm going to place my well probably back in this corner. There we go. And we're going to open that up, and it looks like what we do is we throw charcoal into it, and it will give us water. And there you go. You can also go into the freshwater bodies, like the lake and whatnot, and actually gather up water that way as well. It's a pretty cool thing. You can just sit there and gather water if you want to make sure you stay hydrated. If you look in the bottom right corner, I'm actually getting pretty hungry and a little dehydrated. I'm also missing a tremendously huge amount of my charcoal. What happened to it all? Like, I should have 100 and something somewhere, and I don't. That's weird, and I know I didn't use it on anything. Well, I don't know what happened to it. That is a bit odd. That is a little odd. Like my other chest, I picked it up, but it disappeared, so I don't know what happened. Maybe that had all my charcoal in it. I'm not entirely certain. But you get charcoal by burning wood. In case you guys were curious, that is how you do it. We'll do the input, and we'll get some drinking water. Processing 61 will get, I don't know how much, 100, I don't know exactly how much water we'll actually get, but it's going to take roughly an hour to process all of that. Sounds like I hear things outside the wall, but I don't think I do. So we might go on a clay run, guys. We might go on a clay run. Kind of excited to try that out, but let's see about the wall torches. Let's see about that. It's a wall torch and a small wall torch. We need iron for that, and what do we need for the... Okay, we need iron for that one, and we need iron for both. We need one more for the other. Well, all that being good and great and all, I guess we could do that. I'll build a larger wall torch. Maybe we can give ourselves a little bit of illumination over here. Let's just make sure they actually burn off of wood. It should tell us the fuel type. It says fuel is wood, and it says fuel is wood there. Let's go with that. I wonder how long it's going to... Oh, very quickly. Alright, cool. Okay, and it's done, and we'll drag it up into our hotbar so we can place it. And we'll place it maybe like right there, I think would be okay. And we'll throw a few hunks of wood. Oh, maybe that's too much. A few hunks of wood in there. Oh, you can also burn sticks, which is nice because we had quite a few sticks. I'm going to actually throw a few extra things in there. And that casts a little bit of light, a little bit of illumination for us. So, at this point, folks, I am going to gobble up some food. Probably drink some of the water that we have. And let's go see if we can't find ourselves some clay. Because I think that would be a pretty good idea. I have not gathered up a better weapon. Actually, I wanted to see that too. Before we leave, before we go out and get into a dangerous territory, I would kind of like to see... Oh wow, that actually turns. That's creepy. The ghost of the well is turning. I'd rather have a weapon that I can actually fight back with if I have to. So let's see exactly what we're going to need to make that. Alright, so as you see here, we can already build up to steel plate helmets and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. And down here in melee, there's a steel axe. It's a one-handed weapon, 9 damage. 9 damage, 10 on the flanged mace. On the star mace is 10. The steel sword is 9. Let's see here. The iron flanged mace, the iron axe. So we don't really have the steel to do much. All these are one-handed weapons too right now. It's a bit off-putting. It'll be okay. I think I might go with the iron axe. What is it called? Oh, we can totally do that right now. Let's do that. That's 8 damage as opposed to the 7 that we have there. I'll take it. I'll take it. Absolutely. I've always been a big fan of axes, guys. You know this. You know this. Alright, so what I think I will also do is I'm going to kind of move all this stuff down. Give me a minute to contemplate here. I might try making some extra stuff. Oh, you know what happened? I know what happened to it. I was looking for the item that but I swapped it because I put it in the, yeah, there it is. There it is. Alright, this is kind of like my old tool chest. I mean, if I need to, I can go back to them, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. Type situation. So we're going to put this down here, put this over here. We have quite a bit of food and stuff that we can cook. So that's good. It looks like 4.5 minutes to finish that up. Let's throw some more iron in there. I'd rather keep getting iron produced than not. You know, I'd rather it not go to waste. So we have a little bit more wood we should probably toss in there. I definitely need to get some more wood in here because right now we're lacking a little bit in it. Just saying. Just saying. That's going to be 15 minutes. Why don't we do... There we go. That should be more than enough time to finish up whatever it is that we're going to be out doing. And, yeah, we got a pretty sizable chunk of iron, but it wasn't as massive as I was hoping. I was hoping we'd get, like, 2K iron, but, we got a little less than that. It's okay, though. That is okay. Alright, so now we have an actual axe, and we can do some damage with it, which I like kind of a lot. And I'm going to try not to get myself murdered, so if I can, I would probably prefer to have... Wow, you actually get more protection from your headpiece than you do your breastplate. That's kind of funny. Let's see, there's 1 for that, 3 for this, 2 for that, 1, 2, 2, 1. Alright, so what if I do 1, 1, and then 2? So what if we craft this one? So we'll get boots, gloves, and a chest piece. Definitely going to be a little bit patchworked up here, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Or we could do boots, glove, and pants. Why don't we do that? Then we'll get the chest and the head on our way back in. So we'll be a little bit more protected than we were before. Yeah, the other dude had steel all the way across the board, so it was, it would have been interesting had I been able to kill both of them by myself with the equipment that I had at the time. But, you never know. So this is one of the things I would change, personally. I would like to see being able to equip stuff and actually just equip it, not have to deal with the rest of the... Like, the inventory slot should be free once you equip the item. That's how I feel it should work. I mean, others may argue with it and say, well, it's broken, you shouldn't be that way. You should only be able to have a limited amount of equipment and items and blah, 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 blah. I can see that. I mean, I can see it. I just would prefer to go the other way. That's just me. That's just me. Alright, we're actually low on flax. I'm pretty sure I have stuff laying around, and we need some more wood. So, let's head out. Unfortunately, I was hoping to do this under the cover of night, but that's not in the cards right now. Our bear friend does keep respawning, and he likes to attack me every time I come and go for my, my little kingdom here. Like right now, I think I lured him away, so he's not going to murder me. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say over in this direction that I'm facing, there should be some clay down by the beach. But getting to that is going to be possibly dangerous. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I like our little home, and there's our little guard bear chilling outside. I've killed the bear several times. I have all sorts of fangs, bones, teeth. There's a wolf right over there doing like weird, crazy flips. He's doing crazy, stupid flips. Yeah. It's fine. It's totally fine, guys. Alright, I'm sorry about that, folks. Apparently, there was a bunch of drama going on in chat, and dude was, like, threatening me and saying, get away from my clay, and I was just like, I'm ignoring you. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to speak or anything else. But I kind of started to clam up, and I started reading and focusing more on that, because, you know, it's real easy to get ganked and jumped and murdered here, so I did kind of drop my focus a little bit, so I had to do a cut, and once I got away from there where I don't feel threatened anymore, I brought it back. So yes, I did mine up all those clay things. He said he's going to fire a warning shot and all this other stuff. But that's the dude that just tried to take on the king while he was offline, and the king came back and, well, He doesn't have a house anymore. He had to build a clay house on the beach, and he's naked. He was running around in full plate mail with oh, what was the thing he had? He had a halberd or something like that, just running around, just killing people with a two-handed giant axe. But now he's on the beach naked with a club. So yeah, it's a little bit different. I don't know if there's any more clay along the beach, or if that was like the only clay reserves there were. I'm not 100% certain. All I can say right now is we actually have 404 clay. That's more than I thought we had. I'd like to do another pass and get a little bit more clay, and if I can do that, I'll be pretty happy. If not, well, so be it. At some point, it looked like he pulled out what I thought was a rope, so I kind of freaked out. That's when I started like not talking anymore and focused on not getting hit by whatever it was he was going to do. Because, like, you can be a naked dude and rope somebody, and then they're just completely messed up. Because I don't have anything in my keister, as a good old Splattercat would say. I don't have anything shoved up inside me to break out of shackles or cut ropes with. So, that being said, is this dirt, or what is this? This has got to be dirt, right? Yeah, that's dirt. I don't think I want dirt. I don't think I want dirt, so I'm just going to drop that out of my inventory. What is this stuff over here? The chest? Ah, more clay. Okay, this is what I was looking for. And I totally missed my clay swing because I'm awesome like that. Also, I'm bouncing off of the clay with my body. It's quite fun. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We will be building some amazing stuff, I imagine. Me and the Splattercat. But yeah, folks, win the game, comment, have fun, enjoy. I want you guys to enjoy. I want to be able to give back to you guys because I know you spend the time watching the stuff I put out, and you might not like every single thing I do, or you might not like everything I do, but you know, sometimes you'll just watch because you like my style in general, and you're like, the game's kind of meh, but it's bumpy, which is fine. I don't expect everybody to like every single game I play or cover. I mean, it is what it is. But I figured if I can give back to you folks, I will do my very best to do so. And I was generously blessed by the developer, and I decided to pass that on to you. I could have been greedy and just given it to all of my friends, but no. I gave it to the two people who helped me do stuff on the YouTubes, and I'm giving one back to you guys. So, there you have it. There you have it. Alright, well, this episode's gone on about, I want to say it's probably been about 26 minutes. It's a little longer because I'm going to have to cut out the big chunk of recording where I just went, and I didn't say anything else for like, it was probably like a full minute, maybe a little less than a full minute, where I was just like anxiously chopping away at the clay and trying not to get murdered. I'm going to take a few swipes at a tree right now too. Like, I'm pretty far away from where I'm like comfortable with. I don't really know this area very well, so it's pretty good that I'm still alive and no one has decided to murder my soul. So as you see, I get a lot of wood from the iron weapons or iron tools, and a lot of clay and everything else. It's really nice to move up the tech tree in this game. It's one of those things where you're like, it's so much better. And over here, if you guys remember at the very start of this particular first look, we murdered people that were sleeping on the beach. We can still do so, and I'm very tempted to, but I think we've evolved beyond that. Or have we? Hi, Sleepy. We have definitely not moved beyond it. I will say, it doesn't seem like we're doing a tremendously huge amount of damage, but that should be it. Yeah, there he is. He's dead. Okay. Well, well, you know what? I am okay with that. I am going to take the bandages because bandages are fundamental. Also, people need to stop logging into random servers and just logging out immediately on the beach. This is a really bad idea. So, if you want to get your face smashed in by somebody with an axe like me, very good idea to stay there. Martin McScrew, huh? Well, I will take me some of them there things and enjoy their bandages. I don't really care for the torches or anything else. There's a dude over there hiding around in his little home. He's like, Aah! So we're gonna head back along the beach. We're gonna go try to take the rest of the steel from that, or the clay from that other guy. And if we have to, we'll do it. If we don't have to, well, meh. So when you run around with your weapon out, people tend to freak out a little bit, and they generally leave you alone, especially if they're naked and you're not. I'm half naked, so... But I have shiny bits. I have shiny bits, so maybe the shiny bits will deter a few people. So basically the... Uh-oh. So basically the goal for me is to go get some more clay, head back to base, and then probably in the next episode we'll start making some of that stone stuff. I'll see what all I need to do it. I need to make stone slabs, and then I need clay. And then I can make like the top tier, I think it's the top tier stone blocks to start replacing my wood walls. And once that's done, I mean, it's going to be a very long and slow process. I'm hoping by the time we do episode 5, I'll actually be set with that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm probably just going to do all of these back to back to back to back, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. Anyhow, folks, hopefully you're enjoying this series. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a little different than the normal stuff that I cover. I mean, I've always kind of wanted to do one of these games, but I don't know. I never felt like so many of them just kind of popped up and then faded away. Or they popped up and the community was so nasty and horrible that it wasn't enjoyable. The somewhat nice thing about this is it's still a relatively small area that you're all crammed into, but there's a couple different populations of the servers. I've seen as many as 40 on non-community servers and as low as 20. These are all on the official servers. So you can get a smaller server where there's less people and maybe you don't die, but then the click might be tighter, and then, well, bad juju magumbo will happen because, well, they'll just kill you because. So it is simply what it is, and I'm looking forward to being on a private server. I was even considering doing it myself to actually do this first look, because you never know exactly how it's going to go when you have X factors. Like, I can't control the other players. They can do whatever they want, and unfortunately I just have to put up with whatever it is they do and deal with it. So I was pretty lucky. I was really disappointed last night when I thought for sure I was a dead man, but no, turned out I was okay. Turned out I was okay. Alright, looks like the guy is... I don't know where he's at, but we're gonna get here to this last little chunk of clay, and then we'll be out of here. Hopefully nobody comes up and murders me or ganks me. But, hey, you know what? He's got his little clay hovel over here. I am totally fine with that. It's probably better than wood, though I don't know for sure. But yes, I have chopped down. I have clear-cut several forests at this point in my time in Reign of Kings. There was a lot of wood needs to get my base up to where it actually is right now, and even still, it's not super strong. It's pretty weak. I mean, I really, really am nervous that by the time I'm ready to go, somebody's already going to go over there and trash it. I don't know how quick or easy it is to break through a wall. I've never really tried it, but yeah, I'm still learning the game, guys. I am still learning the game, so there's still a lot to do. But I think I'm going to break off the episode here, folks, and I will be back in base on the start of the next episode. So, if you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And don't forget to comment, folks. Don't forget to comment, because you could win a copy of Reign of Kings. And you could be cool like me, chopping away on some random clay. Anyhow, folks, that's going to do it. I'll see you next time with another first look episode of Reign of Kings. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.